Yo, what it do, man? This your boy Jit Chronicles, and this is another episode of BLKTV, man. We back in the building. Let me tell you something. It's a rainy day down here in Duval County, man. It's thunder and lightning. I'm over here by the window. I don't know what about to happen, you know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, man, your boy is definitely in the building. We got a hot show for y'all tonight. But before we get into all that, man, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's the X platform formerly known as Twitter, man. Make sure y'all go follow me on all social media at Jit Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to my subs. We got to get the subs up. You know what I'm saying? I got the cash app loaded, you know. So if y'all want to help your boy build this motherfucking content room, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the cash app below. You already know we dry bag over here on BLKTV. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of internet panhandling, you dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my mod soon, just a whole bunch of stuff. And the reason why I really want y'all to subscribe, man, because once the content room get underway, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be giving y'all backstage access to checking out the content room long before anybody on social media ever see it. You know what I'm saying, man? So make sure you subscribe today so you can get all that good content. Booking, if you want to book BLK TV in general, or if you want to be a guest on BLK TV, man, make sure you hit up the official email. That's grindhard904@gmail.com. As far as the show tonight, man, hot show. We got a special guest in the building, chick by the name of Jillian Toree. This is the funniest thing about this. Not only is she's a financial, y'all probably hear that lightning back there, that thunder and all that shit. She's a financial literacy coach by day, and she's an R&B artist by night. You know what I'm saying? Impeccable resume, certified audio engineer, songwriter, producer, all that good stuff. So we can't wait to chop it up with her when she get in the building. In the meantime, in between time, man, I want to go ahead and introduce my special guest co-host of the night. You know what I'm saying? My broski is DJ Face Mob, aka Cata Mafioso, in the motherfucking building. What it do, big broski?
All right, time. What up, word? It's your boy, Cata Mafioso, DJ Face Mob, 803, live in the building with the Black Larry King on BLKTV. What up, Jit?
Man, what's going on, big bro? What you got going on this good Sunday night?
Man, I'm ready to get into this blazing hot interview. You know what I'm saying? And let's get lit. Turn it up. You already know what it is.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, Carter, before we get into that, man, I want you to bless the folks real quick about your YouTube channel, your podcast, Don't Bite Your Tongue. You know what I'm saying? Tell the folks a little bit about that. Get your little promo out there, bro, before we get into the interview and the topics for tonight.
No doubt. Like I said, this is your boy, Cata Mafioso. You can find me on YouTube at Mafioso803. Mafioso _803 at Don't Bite Your Tongue.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. And make sure y'all go and subscribe to my brother as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Support the channel and subscribe. Real talk. You about to say something, bro? So I didn't mean to cut you off. You know I like to talk a lot.
Oh, nah. I was saying where I discuss the latest trending topics, trending news, controversy, hip-hop media. You know what I mean?
Straight up. Man, like I said, man, make sure y'all check out my broski channel, Don't Bite Your Tongue, the podcast, all that good stuff. So, bro, before I bring the guests of the night in the building, man, what I did want to run down is like one of the hottest topics that's going on this week. I already think you know what I'm about to bring up, man. We're going to talk about your boy. We're going to talk about the diddler a little bit. I want to know straight up, because, you know, I already had my theories, man, but on some real shit, broski, like, I mean, did we see this coming? What you think? You know what I'm saying? He found not guilty on 3 of the major charges, and it just seemed like the other two charges. I mean, what you think about that, broski? You think he's gonna do some time, or what's your thoughts?
Well, you're right. He got the main good thing for Diddy was he beat the RICO. You know what I'm saying? The RICO racketeering and conspiracy, that would have gave him life, 20 to life. So he came off, You know what I'm saying? The other two charges that he did get found guilty was the transportation of prostitution.
Okay,
So
yeah.
he's going to get some time because I look at it like this. He's probably one of the only black persons that done beat a RICO. So the feds,
True. True.
they kind of upset about that. You know what I'm saying? So they found a way to keep him in there to make him not go home by using Cassie. I think he won't get that much time for the transportation of the prostitution because them male escorts was living in New York. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't flying nobody from out of state, you know, to do prostitution because they was willingly participants. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So the fact that he's found guilty and he didn't take a plea, the judge could give him some time. Now, is he going to get 20, 15? Nah. He might get,
Yeah, that's what I'm about to ask you. What's your
right.
thoughts? I'm about
I
to
think
ask
he
you that.
might get like 5 years, credited a year jail time that he been in there,
Okay.
and he might get it suspended to probation. So he might not do time, but he might do time because the feds might be mad that he got off on the RICO. So if he do any time, it ain't gonna be no more than 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I can see the judge giving him uh 10 years suspended to 5 years um probation. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
With
feel
house
you.
arrest and all that like that.
With all
You
that
know.
extra shit. So you know what, Kakata, I agree with you 1,000%. You know what I'm saying? Because here's my thing. Especially when you're dealing with black folks, you know, they want to make an example out of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think he will get maximum time. You know what I'm saying? He gonna serve some type of time, but I also think this is one of those issues where it's like, you know what? We gonna make an example out your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
not to put that because now that it's all out. You know, look, I ain't no freak like that, but you know, bro, just a freak ass motherfucker. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But at the same time, though, Carter, and I really was thinking about this. You also got to learn that no matter how much money you got, how much power you got, you ain't above the law. You understand what I'm saying? So that
Right.
I think that's where it kind of counter ends for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, man, the man, the big ass freak. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get some time or whatever the case may be. I just hope that they don't make an example out of him.
Right.
You know?
Right. Right.
Yeah, but I
I
will say
agree
this,
with you
bro. Everything.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah, well, bro, you know, me and you talked prior to it. I kind of figured. I thought he was gonna make bail. You know, I did think that. You know what I'm saying? But they shut that down. But uh, I think it was an accurate charge for him. They dropped the RICO charges and the shit you've been doing, man. You know, do the crime. You got to do the time now. You know what I'm saying? With the
Right.
baby oil. So
Right. And it's kind of
stop the
messed up.
fuckery.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of messed up because how Cassie gonna write a letter saying she fearing for her life when she already before the trial even started, he paid her money to settle out that don't even go with it. And
That
then
part.
she was one of the number one participants in the case, you know, in
Yep.
the freak offs. So now you scared. Come on, you
Yeah.
got 30 million and you scared?
Well,
Yeah,
you took the
so
words out my mouth, and you know,
yeah,
Carter, I'm gonna say this too. You know, because you know, not to say nothing about violence, but I'm gonna just say this out loud. That 30 man, but you still proceeded with shit. I'm just saying that I know I might get some Cassie fans might come after me, but you got paid $30 million. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
that should be
right.
yeah. That's what's up, man. But
Right.
nevertheless, Carter, we're gonna keep this thing moving, man, because we do got the guest of the night in the building. I'ma just say it how she said it. She's a financial literacy coach by day and an R&B artist by night, man. I want y'all to
Okay.
give a warm virtual welcome. Let me see if I can get up, and I'm still learning now. God damn it. Really? We got you coming, baby. We just trying to get you, put you in there. God damn. Bear with me. Hold the line. Y'all know how we do. I'm pressing every fucking button but the right one.
Showtime.
Come on, man. It's showtime. Where you at? We trying to get Jillian up in this thing, man. I don't know. StreamYard been giving me a problem ever since I did Rock interview last week. I don't know what's going on with it. We trying to pull it. Jillian, I know you can hear me, darling. Can you see if you can drop down and come back up? I'm trying to pull you in.
Yeah, they definitely been having some issues.
Hey, no, some real shit. They even switched the shit up. It's kind of new. I gotta tighten up. I mean, I'm already new to the shit, Carter, but I ain't know.
Especially if you're using the virtual backgrounds in the mirrors, they say it'll be like lagging and stuff like that. So you're right. They behind the scenes doing some stuff.
Some new shit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I got it in there. All right, we're gonna do this again, goddamn it, because this BLKTV, y'all know how we do, man. Once again, she's a financial literacy coach by day, and she's an R&B music artist by night. I want y'all to give a warm virtual welcome to your girl, Jillian Toree. What's going on, darling?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me good?
Oh, you crystal clear. What's good with you?
Hey, I'm amazing. Thank you guys for having me.
No, hey, thank you for taking time out your schedule to kick it with us tonight. I know it's been going crazy. We had a backstage the whole time while we was talking. Jillian, before I even jump into the interview with you, we was talking about the whole Diddy situation. You care to share your thoughts about that? If you want to hone in on that real quick.
I mean, personally, I don't like to comment on other people's lives and their situation. I don't like to judge them. I don't like other people naming my mouth. I don't like my name in their mouth. But I will say, you mentioned how he's got a high sex drive. I know what it's like to have a high sex drive, but I also know what it's like to take self-responsibility. I know that it's a lot of people around you who roll with you, and then when shit hit the fan, they act like they ain't never know you, and then they turn against you. So it's a lot of he said, she said that we don't know behind the scenes. And
True.
Much love to everybody. I hope everybody come out on top, because from what we've seen publicly, I feel like he's done a lot for hip hop, a lot for feeding people, and that's just the goal at the end of the day, is get to the point where you could feed people.
Yeah, right. No, that real shit. That's facts. That's what's up. All right. Jillian said, my name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Don't ask me no shit like that. That's what's up. Well, guess what? It's all about you tonight. You know what I'm saying, Jillian? So I got so many questions. I got my co-host up here with me, my special guest co-host, DJ FaceMob. But Jillian, I guess my first question would be, where you from? That's first and foremost. Like, where were you, if you don't mind? Where were you originally from?
I was born in Baton Rouge, but I moved to Houston.
Okay.
I moved to Houston right after Katrina, but I had been coming back and forth doing music and networking and stuff for a couple years before that. It was just a matter of time before I moved here.
Okay, no, that's what's up. That's what's up. So Baton Rouge. So I want you to take me back. How did you get started in the game of music? You know what I'm saying? Let the folks know a little bit about yourself and your grind and how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much like everybody, I started in church. We was forced to go to church, and I found a drumstick one time, and I was just fascinated by the drummer, the church drummer, and I tried to ask everybody to teach me how to play the guitar, teach me how to play the piano. Then nobody helped me except the drummer. So I sat behind. I was probably like 10 years old. I sat behind him and learned everything I could for years, and then I got good. And then when I got into high school, I started learning different instruments. When I got into college, my family helped me build a studio, and I just took it from there.
Okay, that's what it is. All right, so let me ask you this: Who influenced you in making music, or what are some of your inspirations when you're making your music?
So the earliest I can remember, I was a poet, and most of us, we start as poets, just like Tupac. We come from the worst situations, and the only way to release that shit is just put it on paper. And so I would say, like, because I grew up in a strict Christian home, we couldn't really listen to secular music, but I found my way to Tupac. I found my way to Lauryn Hill, Nirvana. You know what I mean? Like when John Mayer came out, that was it for me. I was like, you can, like, because in Louisiana it was all blues and jazz. Like I was classically trained from high school to college, and so when I just heard Lauryn Hill and John Mayer, the way they meshed sounds that didn't belong together, vibes that didn't belong together, that just inspired me so much. And my grandma was a big Michael Jackson fan, so I remember being like 8 years old watching reruns and trying to learn the choreography, dancing in the little space in her room. You know what I mean? Like, since Michael Jackson was in me. So yeah, those probably my top three.
Okay, damn. Hey, no, that was, wow. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard your music, so I already know. Okay, that's what's up. That's what it is. Now, by you being the R&B artist, what is your thoughts on the current state of R&B? Because I've heard a lot of people say R&B ain't like it used to be. R&B is dead. You know what I'm saying? So you being that type of artist, what's your thoughts on today's current R&B?
I think in general, art moves with culture. Okay, so the age-old question is, does art create life or does life create art? I feel like now the complaint is that a lot of people are recycling vibes that aren't true to them. So they've learned that if you make a certain type of music and you market it a certain type of way, you will get a response, as opposed to, I had this experience in life and I'm sharing it so people can heal through it like it helped me heal. And that's what the argument is. A bunch of frauds, wasting up space.
Okay, that's deep. That's real. That's real. All right, I'm loving. Hey, she keep this shit so real. I'm loving this interview.
I don't know how else to be.
You give me. I want people beside your mind. Yeah, I want people beside your mind a little bit. I mean, and it don't have to be a top 5. If you got more than that, that's cool. But your top 5 R&B artists of all time.
All time. I mean, cliche Michael Jackson. I want to say myself first, but I'm gonna be humble.
I mean, you can.
You can. Yeah, that's the artist in this.
Yeah, cliche. Michael Jackson, Lauryn Hill, John Mayer. I used to bump Erykah Badu in college all the time. And then probably Incubus. Have you heard of that band? It's a rock band.
No, I haven't heard of them off rip.
But that's Incubus. They they rock. It's always cool.
A little this, a little that. Okay. That's what's up.
Right.
That's
okay.
That's what it is. Yeah. All right.
Talking about.
What advice would you give to a upcoming artist that was thinking about getting in the game? Like, what would you tell that person?
Doing music is so expensive because it is a business at the end of the day. If you don't come from a wealthy family or have people willing to support you, especially financially, while you explore yourself and your voice, I would say the best, like what I should have done a long time ago, was keep a studio in my house. I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom with 2 kids. So when I dropped out of college when I got pregnant. And so I basically sold everything trying to stay alive and went broke paying for studio time and music videos and ads and all that, right? So what I should have done at all costs was just keep a studio in my apartment, because it's going to help you find your voice faster. And also, once you do find it, give you the ability to continue to create and release music. But like I say, if you have a support system behind you, again, do the same thing and let them focus on that business stuff so your mind can be creative. Like I've been forced to be creative half the day and intellectual the other half of the day. You know what I mean? And it's taking a toll on me, but everybody got their destiny in life, so I ain't complaining.
Oh, that's real. That's 100. That's 100. All right. So I actually, and I feel like Carter, let me know if I'm hogging up all the questions, because she got me going off the dome.
I'm sharing the live. Let's get it.
I'm loving it. I want to roll back a little bit, Jillian, because you said that you was a financial literacy coach by day. Like, I mean, how did that all come about? Like, was you doing that before you was an artist, or bless the folks with a little bit more knowledge about that. Because you got an impeccable resume, but that's crazy to me. I never heard of that. I never heard R&B artist that had a, financial literacy background, which I think is awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like I said, music was so hard for me to keep doing. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, why is it that I can't chase my dreams? Money of all things is the only thing holding me back. You know what I mean? Like, of all the stupid things to not chase your dream, money, right?
Yeah.
And so growing up in terrible environments, luckily I had my grandparents. They were like lower middle class, so they protected me a lot. But my mom was a single mom, and then when I became a single mom, it was just hood. You know what I mean? Like, you got three choices. I don't know if I could cuss on here, and I don't know how graphic I could be, but
you absolutely can. This BLKTV, baby. Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it as real as possible. In the, like, people be pretending they from the hood, but in the hood, you got three ways out, maybe four. You could be an athlete, you could be a drug dealer, you could be a pimp or a prostitute. Okay.
Real shit.
I found myself in between all of this and said, how can I get in where I fit in? Because I'm too short to play sports. I don't like men, so that ain't happening. Women, I always had women around me that needed help because they had kids. And so I was like, well, what can I do to help my people, outside of music? Because music only do so much. Music is basically like complaining. You just keep complaining about the same shit. And so I got to plug up my laptop right quick.
No, you good.
Dang.
I just remember being younger and my grandparents would check their 401k accounts and stuff, right? And I was like, what is that stuff y'all be looking at? What is that? Then nobody want to talk to me about it because it's like, girls, you don't need to know about money. You could just get a wealthy man. He's going to take care of it. So long story short, I got lucky enough to meet this guy. He was an ex-pro athlete. And he was like, you need to buy some gold. I was like, you just wear gold. Why would you buy gold? He was like, my buddy say the price going to go up. So I ain't think nothing of it because I didn't know nothing about it. And a couple months later, I met this Indian guy. And he said the same thing. He gave me this gold bracelet. It was real thin. He was like, hold on to this because the price going to go up. I didn't know at the time it was an investment. Okay. And so long story short, I figured out how to buy some physical gold bars off the internet. And it was back maybe 2008 or 9 when gold was like $600. By 2011, gold had went up to like $1,200. And I cashed it all out. I was like, you can make money while you sleep.
Yeah.
And so from there, I never looked back. I was like, if our people would take their Nike boxes and go flip that money legally, we could all get out this shit. And so then nobody want to listen to me for years. Then nobody want to listen to me. They're like, that's white people stuff. Let the white people do that. Just pay the white person to do it. All this, whatever. Right. So I was like, well, I'm going to get licensed. So I studied. I took them tests. Man, it'd be people at the office. They'd be like mesmerized at how fast I can pass tests. You know what I mean? But it's like when you care about something that much and you realize how impactful it can be on the world and the people around you, you don't want to sleep. You just want to get it done. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
right.
No, I definitely appreciate you saying that because you got to look at it like if you look at every other race, they always know something, about generational wealth, your finances or whatever the case may be. And I feel like when it comes to us as Black folks, it's almost like we conditioned or we've never been taught that. Because I can even say for me, like I remember when I first got my credit card, I can remember my mom saying, well, you ain't got to pay everything. Just put $5 on it. You know what I'm saying? And, growing up, that's how you believe in stuff going through. So I wanted to ask you this, like, how important do you think for us as a Black community to know the knowledge and the understanding of financial literacy? Because some people just ignorant to the fact, and that's not a bad thing. When you're ignorant, that means you just don't know. So how important do you think it is for us to be taught about financial literacy?
Not to diss any other races, but like we hold ourselves back by not keeping that power. Okay. Money is power over people. Men use money to control women. it may not be obvious to people how blacks are being controlled by people who control and understand how money works. So I had a white guy tell me one time not too long ago, he was like, I look at black people and I see 8 generations in their family and they still ain't turned their lives around. And I'm like, well, y'all didn't hid the knowledge half the time. Y'all sent us off with 40 acres and a mule, not even 40 acres, most of us, you know, and that don't mean that we even knew what to do with the acre and the mule.
Right.
So
that's facts. That's facts. That's what's up. All right, well, Jillian, I appreciate you answering my questions. I do got a couple of more for you, but I want to pass it over to my special guest co-host, DJ Face Mob. You got any questions, broski?
No doubt, no doubt. First off, welcome to the Black Larry King, the BLKTV show.
Let's get it. My bad.
Glad to have you here. Join. I'm loving the interview. I'm loving the vibe. You know what I'm saying? You said you from Baton Rouge, and what was the other place?
I'm from Baton Rouge, but I came to Houston. I live in Houston now.
Yeah. Oh man, okay, good. Okay, so I want to know, who is your favorite artist from Baton Rouge and Houston? It could be rap or R&B. And if you don't say Boosie, like I'm just saying, go ahead.
No, I was finna say I grew up on Boosie. Who else could I say but Boosie and Whitney? You know what I'm saying? We used to swerve in the back of that little Jeep, flying everywhere.
Hey, that's what I tried to set you up with that one, but you nailed that one. Okay, have you ever been to the Essence Festival in Louisiana?
Yeah, I was supposed to perform. I think I performed one year a long time ago when I had a manager. Yeah.
Okay. Did you hear anything about Master P and Mia X had a little issue going on? Because this is Master P's final performance, because he's about to retire and be a basketball coach. And Mia X pulled herself from the show because she wasn't added to the flyer. Did you hear anything about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so she won't be at Master P's final show at the Essence Festival.
I mean, it is pretty disrespectful, though. I feel where she's coming from.
And that was my question. How did you feel about that? And
that's a good question.
And she was like, he was like, well, she was like, well, they ain't pay me for it, or they using my name, but they ain't pay me for it. P was like, girl, you know, I'll give you anything you want. Just ask. So do you think it was a money issue why she pulled off, or do you think it was something else between them?
It could be either or, man. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it could be some political stuff behind the scenes that is out of Master P hands, or it could be some beef between them. It's always something between Manifest and them hot boys.
Right. Okay. Out of Houston, who's your favorite artist in Houston? Or do you don't have one?
You know what? I do. I grew up on UGK, but I do like Kurt Cobain's. I mess with his music.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you know, he chill like me, you know what I'm saying? So I vibe with it. But I did a collab with Killer Calion a while back. He pretty cool.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we worked in the studio together. He was really cool.
You know. Okay, I got a tricky one for you right now. Mo 3 or Yellow Beezy?
I don't know either one of the people. I heard of Mo 3, but I ain't listened to music.
Okay. I'm going too far with it. Okay.
I don't listen to a lot of rappers anymore, to be honest.
Okay. Because I think a lot of them is from probably Dallas or Fort Worth. So I'm just kind of, you know, when you say Houston, you just think of everybody's from, Texas or whatever.
You might as well say Texas, because that's how we roll.
Right. So I'm in the right lane then. How do you feel about Charleston White? I know he's more like footwork, but he's in the Texas.
Charleston White, the guy that be talking online.
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Yeah,
It seems like Texas is running the whole internet game right now. Boss Hog TV, Bubba Dub, you know what I'm saying? Say Cheese.
Yeah.
Like I said, I came up with them dudes at shows behind the stage and all that interviews and all
Okay.
that. I came up when them dudes was passing out mixtape in their trunk. You know what I'm saying? I was right out there with them, pregnant and all.
Okay. From how do you see the entertainment game far as being an artist from then to now?
Like you said, with the internet, it makes at least being heard a little easier. Now, are you guaranteed to be famous any faster? No, because it's a lot of noise. But at least the equipment is cheaper. You can make music videos on cheap cameras and stuff. You could promote yourself for $5 a week. You know what I mean? Like back then, I became a DJ because dudes nobody would play girls' music. I became a DJ just to play females' music. Guys wouldn't help you unless you were sleeping with them or trying to be their boyfriend, their girlfriend or whatever. Like I scraped that shit up from the mud. I didn't give a shit.
I hear that.
I know that's right. Speaking of DJs, who is your favorite DJ? Or do you don't have one?
I'm not really out there like that anymore.
Okay. Just like me.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a DJ on the internet now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I've kind of evolved from that stage in my career. I don't really do clubs anymore.
Right.
You know, I almost lost my kids. My daughter got sick one time. I was in the middle of a show. It's 2 a.m. She got sick, and one of my family members took her to the hospital. And they tried to call CPS because I didn't get there till an hour later. I was like, God damn, you told me she wasn't like that bad. She was just having a light asthma attack like she always do. Just hook up the nebulizer and she'll be fine. You know what I mean? But man, it was just people trying to sabotage me or whatever. But that's why I had to stop doing clubs. You know, I had to switch up my whole vibe and everything so I could be invited to, you know, festivals and actual shows and open up for artists that are more mainstream.
Right. Okay, I got a couple more questions for you. I'm gonna make it easy. How do you feel about the monetization with the social media game now? Getting monetized.
Yeah, people aren't paying $11.99 for CDs anymore. So you know, unless you can get a loan up front or a deal up front, which is basically a bank loan, or have another source of income, the streaming is nothing. You have to, you can't just be an artist anymore if you plan on making it a full-time career. You gotta be able to sell other things. So that's why I never gave up finance to begin with, because I knew that was valuable to people. So I'd always be able to make some money.
Okay.
I think I got some people helping me try to get my music in like film and TV and stuff, because those royalties are typically pay more. I just don't understand that game, so it hasn't been lucrative enough for me. But I've gotten paid in other ways, so it's fine.
Okay. Good answer. You nailing these questions. My last question.
Yes, she is.
She's nailing them right. My last question for you is if it's one artist, producer, either or business financial person, who would it be that you'll work with before it's all said and done?
So I'll give you two. In Houston, for sure, I will work with Kurt Cobain. I know that's just a paycheck away, but
okay.
And then I would probably work with Kehlani, because I know she's in the LGBT space, so I feel like monetarily that would be a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah. But John Mayer for sure. Like that's my dude. Like if I get on stage and play guitar with John Mayer, I could die like a happy woman.
It'll happen. It'll happen. When we got this social media now, hey, it can happen. Just hit his inbox. You know what I'm saying? and send them the link to this interview. You know what I'm saying? They'll want to work with you. You know, that's all the questions I got for you. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming to the show. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, Jillian, let me ask you this. You know, you spoke earlier, you know, you said you was a mama too, and knowing the music game the way you know it, if one of your kids wanted to be in the music industry, I mean, of course I know you would support it, but is that something that you would want? Or, you know, is it something that you, hey, I'll let you do whatever. What's your thoughts on that? Like if your kids wanted to enter the music game?
You know, they've been with me for so long. We was in the mall together passing out flyers and CDs. So, you know, they've been in the studio and behind the stage. They've been in their life for so long. The only reason my daughter doesn't do music is because she's just good at digital art. She's an amazing artist. And so she has a path in life. Now, my son, he won't give it up. He don't really sing the best. But he be trying to take me, you know, singing lessons, and he be really trying. He learned how to use Fruity Loops, so he be making beats. He's released some music, but it's all on TikTok. Like he just released his stuff on TikTok. But he's still trying to find himself. That's all. I support him. I just know he need to figure it out because he's 19.
Yeah. Hey, that's real. I can appreciate that. All right. So let me ask you this. R&B artist, certified audio engineer, songwriter, producer. You do so much. But out of all of those titles, which one do you enjoy doing most? Finally got him.
I think it's a loaded question. I mean, I like the idea of being a music artist, okay, and everything that comes with it.
I know, right?
I like being an audio engineer, but I get annoyed when I have to go work on other people's projects. So that's selfish of me, I know. But I think I do love songwriting. I would write for myself or anybody any time of the day, just because I don't know, maybe I'm addicted to that process of releasing emotions. But I do love being a songwriter.
Yeah. That's what the money.
I don't like words. Like y'all have gotten a lot of words out of me, and I typically don't talk this much to people. I put it in music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that's right. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. And let me tell y'all something, man. I can go all day, goddamn, on this BLKTV. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to waste too much more of your time, Jillian. I want to know, is there any place or websites the folks can go and check you out at in case they want to reach out to you, work with you? You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you on social media? Like, get your plugs out there, darling.
Yeah, if you really want to contact me, you can inbox me on Instagram at Jillian Toree, no dash. It's JILIANTOREE. So yeah, DM me on Instagram, and if I don't respond, you can email me at jilliantoree@gmail.com. That's if you want to work with me. But on my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, all of those have a link to my music. So I'm on all streaming platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Like I say, Spotify, Apple Music. If you just search my name, all of it, everything will come up.
Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. All right, so just let me tell you this. This is how we about to do. We got a video from you, Have My Way With You. And I just want to say that you setting the bar for my podcast, because this is the first time ever on BLKTV, you know what I'm saying, since the premiere of the show. We never played a video before. So to have an artist that came with a certified video, I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to stick around for that. Yeah. So salute, because you helping my channel. But I do want to know, before we get into that video, do you got any last words or shout outs that you want to throw out there to your people or to your supporters?
No, shout out to y'all for having me. This was great. Shout out to my PR lady Mercedes for hooking this up. So hey, hopefully we rise together, man. We ain't gonna stop.
You got to come back soon too. Yeah, you definitely got to come back. All right, so Jillian, before you get out of here, could you go ahead and introduce that music video to the folks, and we'll throw it on for you. And once again, thank you for coming through BLKTV.
Yes, sir. This song, Have My Way With You, it got over 20,000 views in a week, the week that I dropped it. So it went ham. So I had to do the music video. It's called Have My Way with You. It's on all streaming platforms. Y'all enjoy.
Get it, BLKTV.
You're the first thing on my mind when the day is through. To fulfill your desires, my last task. Oh, I've been in a mood. I'm really feeling you. You've been wanting me to, yeah. I'm spreading your sensuality all around in the room. Let it shine through, yeah. 'Cause I appreciate your time. Sing it one more time. I appreciate your time. Is that what you wanna hear? I offer night long pleasure, deep soul affection. So take all you want, I offer you night long pleasure, deep soul affection. Can I have my way with you and cut your stress in half? Let me stroke it in the shower while I bathe you too. Then run your bubble bath. Kissing on your back while I'm rubbing you. Treat you like a gentleman and a thug too. Licking on your ass. Got me in the groove. Got you feeling hella cute. Yes, I appreciate you. Is that what you wanna hear? I offer night long pleasure, deep soul affection. So take all you want, I offer you night long pleasure, deep soul affection. All night long.
Woo! That was so dope. That was so
Yeah,
dope.
that was fire.
Yeah, made me feel like I was on Groundhog Radio again. Goddamn.
Yeah, that was fire, man.
Yeah, this is another episode of BLK TV with your boy Jet Chronicles. Once again, man, I'd like to thank my special guest co-host, DJ Face Mob, for coming through, and the motherfucking guest of the night. Make sure y'all go out and support and stream the music. Jillian Toree. We back in the building next Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in to Black Larry King TV. We outro. Peace.